one reason that the Patriots can beat the Chiefs in week 4 is that they have the cornerbacks. They have the secondary to do it. And I think you have a deep secondary with Stephon Gilmore, Jason McCourty, J.C. Jackson, and those are 3 really good corners, and they can play man really well. And I think it all starts with the reigning defensive player of the year, Stephon Gilmore. He will be on Sammy Watkins, which means Sammy Watkins, he won't be held to 0 catches. Maybe 1-2 catches, but he won't get those big yardage catches. He'll get maybe a catch or 2, 3 probably. That's what I'm thinking. And then how are you gonna guard Tyreek Hill? How are you gonna guard these weapons? First of all, I think Jonathan Jones will be guarding Tyreek Hill because he is the fastest Patriot cornerback on the team. So as Jason McCourty and Devin McCourty. And then you think Devin McCourty, I meant Travis Kelce always gets open in the red zone. So who are you going to put on him? You can't put Joanne Williams. Like what they did last week with Darren Waller. Joanne Williams, he was just playing him one-on-one. They put everyone on him. Jason McCourty, Devin McCourty. But like in the past, we've seen Devin McCourty and J.C. Jackson go against him. And I think J.C. Jackson is kind of big. Devin McCourty is kind of that speed guy. He could run with him. They could sit back, play some zone on him. So Devin or J.C. Jackson, they will guard Travis Kelce. And then here comes with the outside guys, DeMarcus Robinson. I think these Patriots corners, Jason McCourty and the other corners, like Terrence Brooks, I know he's a safety, but sometimes he goes into one-on-one coverage. And then how do you stop the running game? And I think they will run the football, but I think it all starts with the secondary, and I think that's one reason why the Patriots can win the game against the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 4. Another reason is that their offense will be totally different with Cam Newton as their quarterback. Cam Newton, he's a really good quarterback, as we've seen through the 3 games. Cam Newton in those press conferences, he said that it was a frustrating game even though they won because the offense wasn't doing well. But the Kansas City Chiefs have never played this new look New England Patriots offense, a new playbook. They haven't ever played against this Patriots offense like this. But last year when they played them late in the season, it was a passing game. Now they're gonna have to stop the running game. They stopped on Monday Night Football, which was yesterday. They were able to stop Lamar Jackson, and their system's different. They do call we call some same things. The New England Patriots call some same plays as the Baltimore Ravens do. But here's the thing. Josh McDaniels is more creative than their offensive coordinator, and Cam can throw the football better than Lamar Jackson. And we saw them that against the Raiders. If they can't run the football, it is fine. They can run the football outside with their running backs, with J.J. Taylor, Sony Michel, and Rex Burkhead. And Cam, he can throw the football. Julian Edelman, Damiere Byrd, and N'Keal Harry. He can do all of that. So I don't think there's any struggle at that point for the New England Patriots right there. And I think the Chiefs, if the Patriots can get off to a good start in the game, that's how they can win the game, because the Chiefs have never played against this new look Patriots offense playbook created by Josh McDaniels and Cam Newton. It'll be a totally different playbook, so it's going to be harder for the Chiefs to stop them compared to the other meetings that they've had before. So I think that's why that's another reason that their offense, they've never played this type of offense, this New England Patriots new look offense in 2020. They played the Tom Brady offense multiple times, and they still couldn't able to stop it because of Josh McDaniels' cleverness. And I think it could struggle right there, but I think that this is kind of an advantage that the New England Patriots can do against the Kansas City Chiefs. Another reason is that they have young corners. The Kansas City Chiefs have very young corners. They have Snead, he's like a 6th round pick. And they have like Rashad Fenton, who's a 6th round pick. You're gonna have those guys going against these experienced wide receivers out of Julian Edelman and Damiere Byrd. I think they could dial up a long play, a flea flicker, something cool that the Patriots always have in their playbook with Josh McDaniels, and they can target these Chiefs cornerbacks who are very young, and They're gonna have to commit to the run, even though they did last week. But we all know the Patriots have more weapons on wide receiver compared to the Baltimore Ravens. So it's gonna be harder for them, and I think they're also gonna worry about the backside of the backfield. We saw Rex Burkhead have a great game last week, and also we know that other backs can get involved. We saw J.J. Jackson a little bit in the passing game, and we also, maybe James White comes back this game. That'll be a big thing going into this week against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they can target these young corners. I won't be surprised if Josh McDaniels comes out 5 wide, just target these linebackers who can't guard them that well. And I think and you're gonna have the honey badger on safety. That's the only thing that they have on defense. Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger. I think that's all they have, and I think they can target all these corners, Snead and Rashad Fenton, everyone they can target. And you could get a lot of them. Maybe Travis Ward comes back. I don't know, but they can target this Chiefs corners. And what happened last week? They like to do a lot of play action. So if you get the running game going, and then you can attack these corners on play actions with Edelman, Bird, and Harry, I think they can do that really well. The Pats, they game plan really well. So I think they will target these cornerbacks with maybe 5 wide or whatever they can with play action. So I think this game is going to be a heck of a game because I want to see these cornerbacks, and I think the Pats can take advantage of that with these young corners. They've stopped Patrick Mahomes before, and I think that's one thing that you could look at going into this week. They've stopped Patrick Mahomes before. They've bought all type of blitzes and played zone against Tyreek Hill and man up everyone else. They can do that. There's nothing different about how you played them two years ago and 1 year ago. There's nothing different about it. So I think that's one thing that the Patriots, they can have confidence going into this game. I know they don't have those linebackers, but we've seen Chase Winovich. He's been excellent so far in the season. He could bring the blitz, and I think people have been attacking Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz. We saw Nick Bosa and Melvin Ingram do that. The Pats, Bill Belichick could do that because he's going to study the film, and then he's one of the best defensive coaches of all time, so we know they will bring the pressure at Mahomes. And like we saw in Kansas City, we saw a deep ball. Mahomes walking backwards. He threw the ball all the way to McCall Hardman for a touchdown. None of those stuff happened for the Patriots, those big plays. You don't have to worry about it. Pats could just go blitz Mahomes every third down play and every third down long play. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire will have a good game, but I think bring the blitz on Patrick Mahomes, it's gonna affect the whole game, and limiting him to points is what the Pats are gonna try to do. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.